There we go. You should be able to hear it. So I don't know how the sound is. Can we continue the test? Give us a thought in the comments in the chat if it's okay. So I'm here with Brian, who's the community manager.
Yeah, hi. Great to be here.
So yeah, we're basically going to play some Forza Horizon 3, as you can probably tell. Play through the demo and we'll ask some questions and well, see how it is. So if you've got any questions now, you start leaving them in the chat and we'll pick up on them as we go through. So do you want to start and then
I'm happy to start. Yeah, absolutely.
Show us how it's done.
Well, talking and driving, we'll see how it goes. This demo is what's playable on the show floor. So if you're here at E3, you can play it with a controller like I'm playing, or you can play it in our. Did you have a chance to try out?
I tried it with the
awesome,
crazy
right?
seat. Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, we've got a hydraulic setup that we have a huge line for that people get to sit in. It's got amazing hydraulics and it's just a fantastic experience. But this is the demo, and it's got 3 cars to start off with. This demo actually covers a pretty wide swath of.
I really like that. How it covers, like, basically you get to choose a car, and then you go to the off-road sections into it, and it covers a lot of it. So.
It really does, and the reason we did that is because there's so much in the game. There's so much in the game, and Australia, where the game is set, is such a huge place.
It is. I was looking at it earlier. There's so many varied locations, which is obviously really, really good for a racing game.
Yeah.
You've obviously got the beaches, you've got the sand dunes, you've got the city.
Yep.
You know, you've got so many different locations that tailor to all the crazy cars in the game as well.
Yeah. We'll probably run through the demo a couple of times. I thought I'd start with the Lamborghini,
obviously,
the Centenario, the cover car, one of the cover cars for Forza Horizon 3. We've also got a Ford Raptor doing a huge jump. You know, if you've seen the cover of the game. And another thing is here at E3 we've got the Centenario in the booth. You've probably seen it. It's just spinning on a dais there, and people can take pictures. It's really cool. There's only 40 of those cars that are going to be made, so we have one of them, which is pretty awesome.
That's cool.
But we start off here in what feels like a pretty typical Forza Horizon setting. You know, you're on the road, you're in a supercar, and we're not really racing per se. We're just kind of cruising with a couple of other, you know, really fast, really great looking cars. So it's a pretty nice, gentle intro into the demo, but I can assure you, you having played it, you know it's not the whole story for this demo.
Yeah, definitely. The intro is definitely, it just gives you a massive view of the map. I really, really like that.
Yeah.
You guys are good at that.
Yeah.
The intro races, always getting in the beautiful shots to show you this is what you're going to be exploring in this game.
Exactly, and that's really by design. You know, even in a demo like this, you know, you want to be a bit gentle and introduce people into the world that they're going to be racing in, but it goes for the game itself. You know, if you remember back with Forza Motorsport 6 when you're on Rio for the first time, you know, that's an introduction to the world. It's your first impression of the game, so we want to make sure that we knock you out with, you know, Rio looks great and you're in an awesome car. Same thing here with Forza Horizon 3. You're going to be playing, you know, this is a great introduction to what makes the Lamborghini so spectacular, so fun to drive. And you just want to come back to it over and over, but it's not long before you
go into the crazy truck.
Yep.
So someone from the chat was asking, will there be everyday cars in the game?
Oh, well, we've got 350 cars in this game. Yeah, there's all sorts of cars in Forza Horizon 3, and we haven't announced. I mean, you've seen a bunch of cars here. You could probably start to cobble together a list. In fact, someone probably is cobbling together a list.
Someone's definitely doing a list. Someone going through all the screenshots and everything to make sure.
And that's fine, but it's not the whole story for the car list. We'll be announcing cars all throughout the summer. But yes, we've got everything from trophy trucks like you see here, to SUVs like the Bowler up ahead, to supercars and Japanese imports, American muscle, all the kinds of cars you would expect to see in a Forza game, but with a really special emphasis on cars that really make a lot of sense for a rugged outdoor place like Australia, right? It makes sense to have trophy trucks and dune buggies. And all
I was really excited to see, obviously, the buggies, especially for like sand dune areas. That's going to be crazy to just go along with it, because as I said, they tried it with the hydraulic seat.
Yes.
Try the buggy. It's insane how obviously it moves you around as you're going through the off-road terrain. It's crazy.
What I really like is that on a setup like that, of course you're going to feel the suspension, because we literally have a suspension that's going to bounce you around. But even when you're playing with a controller, you got that feedback
because of all the rumble in the triggers and everything. It really does like give you a good idea of how the car's handling.
Yeah, and so you definitely feel the difference between a Lamborghini and a trophy truck, as you would expect.
Definitely,
they're completely different types of vehicles, and they should feel like that when you play them in the game. So we've seen a Lamborghini, we've seen the trophy truck, and now we mentioned buggies. We're going to go play in a buggy now. This is a special event that sort of caps off the E3 demo, but it's an experience unlike any other part of the demo, which is nice.
So somebody was asking, will we be able to put wings on cars? That's a big thing on my channel, putting wings on cars.
Wings on cars. Do you mean like wings for downforce, or wings to take flight?
Wings for downforce.
Okay, good, because that's the language we speak. Yes, customization is a big part of Forza. We've had a livery editor for ever since the early days of Forza.
There's some crazy designs that people have made.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have we have brand new customization options. We have wide body kits for the first time. We have new rims, 30 new rims styles coming to the game, which our community is crazy for. They've been asking for that kind of stuff for a really long time. Sorry, I got busy talking. I should be driving and talking. And yes, so wide body kits are available for certain cars, and yes, certain cars you can put wings on them as well, and that includes manufacturer and what we call like Forza kits that you can put on cars that we design.
And also,
so
there's
depends on the car, but yes,
there's new things such as the horns as well, which you can display
yes.
as well. So that's and it's a simple thing.
Yes.
But when you go into a game where people are like honking at each other, it's a good way to interact and like get their attention.
Yes.
So it would be good to obviously.
And you know what start lines are going to be like from now on? It's going to be nothing but horns.
Everybody's just going to be using horns. Yeah.
Which is going to be awesome. But yeah, I mean, customization means a lot to us, and we know that people, they love their cars, right? Just in real life, people love their cars. They want to have that little aspects of their personality reflected in the cars that they drive, and it's great to give them those kinds of tools to be able to do that. But customization means a lot to us. It's also with Horizon 3. It extends everywhere. It's not just the cars, right? It's the events that you take part in. Maybe you heard about the blueprint feature.
I heard about the blueprint. That is crazy. Making your own races is just the next level.
Yeah, the whole idea behind that is that, for those of you who have played Forza Horizon in the past, you know that the Horizon Festival is where it takes place, and it's cars and music and it's fun and you're driving around and going crazy. But in the older games, you were a participant. You were a rookie who was taking part in the Forza Horizon Festival. In this game, you're the boss. You take charge of the festival. You decide where it goes. You decide when it grows, where it grows, what kind of events you have. All those kinds of things are up to you as the boss. And you use Blueprint to take a currently existing event and making changes to it. So change the route, change the number of routes, change the car, change the time of day, the weather. All of these things are sort of under your control. And then you republish the event as like, here's the BlackPanthaa event that I created, and you're going to be able to share that with friends, and they're going to be able to see it and try it.
I thought that was a really cool way. If you play your friend's thing, you can then decide to share it with your friends.
Exactly.
So that's going to mean that it can create viral races almost. So
that's what we want. And the cool thing about that is that we on the community team can say, hey, this one that BlackPanthaa created, this one's awesome. We're going to publish this to everybody and let everybody know this really cool. Whoop. I start talking, but hey, look, great time to show off the rewind feature. Oh, keep rewinding. Keep rewinding.
It's always very useful. I like the rewind feature.
Yeah, it's very handy. Gotta get in reverse. I might have lost this race, guys, but I can't get back on the track.
People are asking, are there more options when it comes to like tuning? So can you raise the height more than you could in previous games?
The tuning options are, well, first of all, we recognize that people love to tune their cars, right? So yes, you mentioned things like body kits, things like wings. Yes, you'll be able to do that kind of stuff. In terms of the kinds of things you can do to your car, it's very similar to Forza games in the past.
Okay.
So yes, there'll be ride height adjustments, but I don't know if we've tweaked them to be beyond what they were in previous Forza games.
Okay. And someone's asking what Hondas will there be, but
Oh.
have you announced any Hondas this time?
You might. I don't know if there's Hondas in the E3 demo that you guys might have spied. What I can say is that, well, first of all, I lost the last race, and apparently the second race. I don't know what's going on with me, but we'll be announcing more cars throughout the summer. So stay tuned for that.
That's always fun.
Yeah, we like to roll out our cars.
Yeah, that's a cool way of doing it.
And people get excited about them, but what I can say is I think there'll be a lot of pleasant surprises for people.
That's cool. So someone's asking, because obviously you can now play it on PC as well.
Mm-hmm.
So someone's asking, would you need Xbox Live Gold for multiplayer on PC to play with other people on Xbox?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. I think we would have to follow up on that. You obviously need it on Xbox One.
You need, Xbox One.
My guess is because, well, I don't want to speculate. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So let us follow up back on that.
Yeah. Okay. Can you turn off the engines?
You turn off the engines. Well, we have Forza Vista in Horizon 3, and if you remember, if you don't know what Forza Vista is, you walk around the cars, you can get inside them. We have that in Horizon 3 this time around, and one of the things you can do in Forza Vista is turn on the engines.
Okay.
That we can do that in Forza 6, and I believe you'll be able to do that in Forza Horizon 3 as well. But no, when you're driving the car in the world, you're not going to be able to shut off the engine.
Okay. So, any body kits other than Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunny so far that have been announced?
Wow, I'm glad to hear people are excited about that, because we're really excited about that too.
Body kits are, like, my following is very customization. Like we customize our cars very stupidly.
Nice.
With big wings.
Yes, apparently, yes.
Yeah, so obviously the more body parts we can get, the better.
All we've announced right now is Liberty Walk and Rocket Bunny.
There's huge players in the
Yes. Do you want to take a go now?
Yeah.
All right, you have a go. Maybe try a different car if you want.
Yeah.
Kangaroos
as well.
Kangaroos. You got Crocs.
Yeah,
I heard that there was dingoes. I don't know if that's.
I heard that as well.
Yeah. So I haven't seen a dingo yet, but that sounds really weird to say.
Go with the.
But apparently they're out there. So there you go. There's a perfect example of the wide body kits. If you look closely, you can see. ADV1 made those rims. Those are Forza Motorsport rims.
The Forza Motorsport rims are really nice. Yeah.
They're like, would you like us to design a set of Forza Motorsport rims? And we're like, yes, please. Thank you. That you didn't really need to ask that question. We want that, of course.
Yeah. Someone's saying that I hope there's a full body kit for the Supra.
Yeah. We should probably. I've seen enough people asking these kinds of questions. Is there a wide body for this car? Is there that we might want to consider announcing exactly which ones have what in terms of customization?
Yeah, that would be cool. So when you announce cars,
we can do a check mark or something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Wide body won't be available for all cars.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But it will definitely be in there, and you'll be able to customize your. Oh, we're having sync issues again.
No, it's not the controller. The bill might go down on you.
There we go. Look at that, easy.
Fixed it.
Yeah, fixed it. But you will be able to. One other thing to customize is the license plates. You'll be able.
That's one thing as well. Yeah.
And if you look closely. That's an Australian license plate, but if you look at an American car, it'll have an American license plate.
That is cool.
Which is really
cool.
A nice touch.
Yeah, that's really cool. Again, customizing plates. It sounds like I'd say it's a big job to add it in, but it's a small thing. But it does definitely change like how the cars feel. Because again, it's another change of personality into the car. You put
Absolutely.
Your name,
put your gamer tag
put your
back
gamer
there.
tag, whatever you like on there.
Actually, I'm probably mistaken. That's probably a European gamer tag,
I think that's
license
a
plate. Now that I think of it,
yeah.
But anyway, you're right, and you want people to. I see it all the time when streamers are doing their when they're playing Forza, they'll put their Twitch stream on the back of their car. They'll put their gamer tag, whatever the case may be. So here's one more way you can self-advertise. It's awesome.
Self-advertise on the back of the car, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One more aspect of customization that I think at least the Forza community is super excited about, and I'm not sure if the Forza community has been asking for auction house and storefront for a long time now. If you're not familiar with those, and I know a lot of the guys watching are probably familiar with it, but if you're not, auction house is where you go. You have a car, you can put it up for auction. You know, you want to sell high and buy low, and it's that really fun auction gameplay.
I'm definitely going to make use of that. Like, buying other people, like subscribers' cars, for example, and reviewing them as such or whatever. That would be really cool. Yeah,
plenty of
ways you can use it.
Lots of ways you can use it, and it's a great way for our creators to get some recognition. You know, if I see something that you created on the auction house, I'll be like, wow, I like his stuff. I can go and then follow you, and I can go to your storefront and see all of the things that you've created, whether it's liveries or tunes or whatever the case may be. So it's a great chance for creators to get that moment in the spotlight, and for us to show off the awesome things, and for guys like you to show off exactly what's happening in the community.
Yeah, and then the clubs are back as well. So
1,000-member clubs are back. Yeah, that's really awesome. Get your club name in now.
Definitely gonna make sure I'm the first one to call on a BlackPanthaa.
Yeah, that's right. Call them now, man. I need to compile a list of people who want to save their club names. But yeah, that's a really popular thing. It'll be interesting to see.
It's really useful for doing streams, for example.
Absolutely.
Invite
We
people
can do a
in
club
for,
race or something like
club race,
that.
Yeah, it's always extra useful. Let's see. Indicators. Someone's asking me indicators.
Like turn signals?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think we have. Obviously, we have headlights. We've got 24-hour day-night cycle. We've got. You're going to be able to turn. Well, I don't know if you. I think they automatically come on. Actually, you might be able to switch on or off the headlights in Forza Vista mode. I believe you can do that in Forza 6. But I don't think we have indicators. But I will say that the Drivatar cars that are sometimes on the road, you'll sometimes see them make a turn. Like, they're going to take a left turn, they're going to do a turn signal, and that's when you plow them.
Yeah, that's
it. Immediately plow them for doing their turn signal.
Yeah. So someone's asking about plans for, like, car packs and also the VIP.
Sure. We will definitely have VIP. This is probably a good time to talk about the different editions of Forza Horizon 3 that are coming out. We have the standard edition. Of course, it's got the game in it, of course. If you pre-order... Is it giving you more trouble? Yeah. Well, anyway, if you pre-order the game, you will get, on Xbox, the digital version, you will be able to get 2 car packs one for Forza Horizon 2 and one for Forza Motorsport 6. Those will be immediately available when you pre-order the standard edition. The deluxe edition is digital only, and you will get the game, of course. You will get VIP membership, which gets you cars, gets you community gifts, access to online events that are only for VIPs, those kinds of things. And then we have the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition of Forza Horizon 3 has all of those things. It has the car pass. It has and deluxe, both deluxe and Ultimate get you the first car pack, the Motorsport car pack. So that's the first DLC we've announced. That's really all race
cool
cars.
Pack. Yeah, race cars in Horizon,
which has never happened before.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Definitely going to see a lot of race cars trying to go off road on the seafront.
I know we will. I know we got
to. Crazy.
Yeah, and the last thing about Ultimate is early access. So the game's coming out on September 27th. If you get the Ultimate Edition, you get it on September 23rd. So that's another cool benefit for those who want to get in early, get those auctions going early.
Most of these people are going to buy the early one.
Yeah, you know me. My thing is I like to get I do country flags. I like getting my country flags done so people can start buying my country flags, like UK and Sweden and all of those. I like to corner the market early on flags, but now, I'm gonna have to get some auctions up. But it's also, we can get, like, those people will be the first ones to post their blueprint events and get their paints in order and get all these things that you.
That's a good point.
It'll be really fun for them, hopefully. So September 23rd, access available via the Ultimate Edition of Forza Horizon 3.
Definitely gonna get that one.
Cool.
Want to get it early, obviously.
Yes.
Early as possible. So this rainforest area, I'm really liking this. Like, it's so different from, obviously, everything's different, but I mean, like, it's not generally a place that you would normally drive, because normally you're driving like normal cars or supercars or And obviously, this buggy is perfect for this.
It's perfect for it.
Yeah.
It's one of those cars, like what you'll find at the end of the demo is that this car doesn't have a lot of top speed.
Yeah.
And you want it at the very end when you're drag racing the Jeep, but it handles everything that the game is throwing at it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
The Rainforest, in a lot of ways, reminds me of Storm Island. Those of you who played the Storm Island expansion for Forza Horizon, you know that was like crazy, crazy elevation changes, off-camber stuff and everything. This reminds me of that, especially these Rainforest sections where you're having to deal with all different types of terrain. But what I love about it is that you see these bushes on the sides, and yeah, you can crash into trees, but for the most part, we want you to keep going, right? We're not going to try to artificially stop you if you run into a bush. This is an open world game. If you have to avoid every tree, it's going to be kind of tedious.
Yeah.
So I think the guys at Playground have found this nice balance between, yes, it looks gorgeous, it looks like what you would expect from a rainforest, but it's still a lot of fun to play.
It is, yeah. And I can imagine, because it's Forza, you could literally just take a Lamborghini off-road if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Well, you saw the trailer with the Lamborghini on the beach. I mean,
just
that's not something that's going to happen in real life.
Yeah.
But that's what video games are for, right?
Yep.
That's why we do the things we do, because we want people to have fun with cars.
There we go.
Nice job. Nice job. And that's the other thing. It's like the rainforest is just one part of Australia. We've got the outback. We've got the city
I
of.
can't wait to try that.
Yeah, right.
Outback is like literally just going off road in that buggy, for example. In the outback is going to be crazy.
Yeah. It's what you want, right? You see a big open map like Australia, you're like, yeah, I want to take a dune buggy there. I want to take my LaFerrari here. I want to, all of these different things that you can do and sort of live those fantasies.